Hi there, this is Sunil Yadav. In today's session, I am going to discuss about Kotlin nullability. So we are saying Kotlin is safe. So let's go over the official tutorial. So we can see here, right? Why Kotlin? So we can see it's safe. So like in Kotlin, if you are using in Kotlin, you will not see any null pointer exception. In compile time, it's give you the error like this variable or this object is throwing is null pointer exceptions. So that is safe. So let's see over it how we can handle the null exceptions and null pointer, how we can avoid it, what we need to do in Kotlin. So let's go over it. So here I have created nullability.kt file. So here I'm going to do that, create just a value where name, right, name is equal to null. So here we can see, right, we are able to assign a null variable, right? If I'm going to use this variable println name, right? So let's run this code. So we can say is null, but if we say, right, what is the type of the variable data type is we are storing in name actually, so we can say is nothing. So if we say nothing is another class in Kotlin, so we are saying nothing has no instance. You can use nothing to represent a value that never exists, right? That means if we are storing this value, suppose I want to store nothing something, right, name is equal to xyz, right? So here this is saying again the compilation error, like data is mismatched. So the default value of the name is null, but while we are assigning another value data type is string, right? So you can't store anything is that is nothing. So if we can go over official website here in Kotlin programming, so we are saying same thing, right? Nothing is has no instance. So if you're declaring something is nothing, that means you can't store anything. So we can say here you can use nothing to represent a value that never exists. For example, if a function has a return type is nothing, it means that it never returns, always throw an exception. So yeah, so this is nothing related, nothing class related things. So let's go over it. Let's remove it. Okay, and let's declare name a type is string, right? string. Okay, Kotlin string. So if I'm assigning a null value in string, right, so what I'm getting the error. So here is saying null cannot be a value of a non-null type string. So by default in Kotlin, by default value is, right, non-null. So we need to change the data type of the name to a string question mark. So if I'm saying question mark means this string data type, I'm saying for name, it can store null value, right? So let's run it. What will going to happen? So it's giving the null value, right? So this way we can assign the null value if we are sure this data type store going to be have some value, right? And let's use this value. Okay, so I'm going to use this value plus something xyz, or let me use something, some method right here. So let me use some value like here let me put braces and say name dot to uppercase, correct, because this is string, it's a string method, right? So if I'm going to use the string method, so it's compile time I'm getting the error. What error? Only safe or non null assertion calls allowed here a null variable. So one is safe. So I'm saying if I say question marks here, so what I'm trying to say here is if name is not null, then execute the method. So before the question mark, whatever we are putting the variable name, that means this value can't be null. If that is null, then don't do the after the right hand side, after the question mark, right, don't execute that part. So let's run it and we will say what's the difference. So here we can still getting the null, right? But if we have one more way we can do that, if I am saying exclamation mark 2 times, then I am ensuring here, I am saying like this value never be null. But if I run it, it's going to give me null pointer exception, because I am ensuring like Kotlin compiler, hey, this name value never going to be null, right? So Kotlin trust us, right? Into this code like this, if you put this exclamation mark 2 times, then this means this value never be null. So we can do two way, like if we know the value is null, then generally we can use the question mark. This is always safe, it's not going to throw null pointer exception. If you have value, then going to execute the method. If you don't, if you have null value, then it's going to ignore it. So let's me run again. Okay, so now it's done. So this way, right, we can have the nullability check in our code, and if we put the right way the code in, it will not going to happen any null pointer exception in our code. Okay, so this is one thing, and in next video I'm going to cover what is Elvis operator and how we can use it. Thank you so much for watching. Hope you like this video. Please subscribe and share your feedback. Thank you for your time.